This is how I make the twisted earwarmer headband on my Sentro circular knitting machine. So this earwarmer was done on a 48 needle knitting machine, and it was 80 rows, and this is good for like a 21 to 22 and a half head circumference. So it's 8 inches long and then about 6.5 inches wide. If you do it on the 40 needle, it just won't be as wide. The yarn I used was the Premier Eversoft in Purple Mist. It's a number 4 medium weight yarn. Please like and follow for more tutorials. First, you're going to cast on with some scrap or waste yarn. I'm using this dark yellow, and I like to do between 5 and 7 rows of our waste yarn. Once we have that done, we are going to remove it from the yarn holder. I put everything on the left side of my needle and drop it into the middle of the machine. Now we're going to put in our ravel cord. I'm using just scrap yarn that's acrylic. It's recommended to use either like a silk or a cotton yarn that's really smooth, and we just do 1 row, and that's because when you pull it out, it could have the potential to break. Using acrylic, I haven't had that happen, but that's just something to keep in mind. So once we have the 1 row done, we are going to then remove it from the yarn holder, put it in the middle of the machine. Now we add on our project yarn. And for this ear warmer, I am going to do 80 rows in my project yarn. And so this will be for like an adult female head side circumference, that 21.5 inches. The 80 rows is really good for that. If you have a larger circumference head, you would want to do more like between 85 and 90 rows. And for a child or a tween, you'll do less rows. So once we have the 80 rows, we take the project yarn off, put it in the middle of the machine, and then now we're going to cast off. And you could do the ravel cord version, but this side, since it's not locked in, if we don't pick up the stitches, I just have it drop off. So now we have our 2 options. Again, we have our ravel cord cast on, which is the waste yarn in the dark yellow, the ravel cord in the neon yellow, and then our project in the pink and purple. And then on our cast off, we just have our project yarn, and then I did between 5 and 7 rows of waste yarn and just had them drop off the machine. I did not pick up the stitches, so it's easy to unravel. So before we can remove this waste yarn, we need to secure our project stitches into place. So we want to stitch the tube closed flat. So our project yarn is this pink and purple color. So you see this first row that's sandwiched in between the dark yellow and the neon yellow. That's our first row of live stitches of our project yarn. So if right now, if we remove this waste yarn, those stitches aren't attached to anything, so they would just unravel our project. So we have to secure them in place. And this is why you want a high contrasting color for your waste yarn, so you can see where your project yarn starts and pick them up. So starting at the bottom, I count 24 on each side to make sure I'm even, and I put in stitch markers to mark each 24th stitch. I pick them up with my crochet hook, each one, and then we're going to slip stitch them back and forth all the way down the tube. So there's our first set. Now I go over to the right, and I'm going to pick up the first row between the yellows of my project yarn and slip stitch it, and then go over to the left, pick up the first row of our project yarn. Again, it's this one here, sandwiched in between the 2 yellows. Put it on my crochet hook and pull it through. You're going to do this all the way down the length of your tube, and this is to clove your tube flat, and so you have a double layered ear warmer, making it nice and warm for your head. Once you get all the way down to the bottom and have 1 loop left on your hook, you're going to just pull through the end of your project yarn, and this secures it into place. Then I'm going to remove my stitch markers because we no longer need these. Another option you can use is just safety pins. And so it should look like this once you have it all secured into place. Your project yarn is kind of making this X shape back and forth. And now we can just see the 2 waste yarns and the ravel cord. So we're going to remove this now. And we do this, see, if you just try to take this end yarn, it's secured into place because it was the cast on. So if you pull the neon yellow, this is the ravel cord that was just one row. If you first pull it, it just makes the stitches disappear. I'm pulling on both ends here. And so this isn't hard enough to remove it because right now the yellow is still secured on. So you want to really pull it hard. And this is where it could break using acrylic, so just be careful. And it will scrunch up your project a little bit, but that's okay. Pull it all the way out, and now look how satisfying. It just drops right off of your project. Every stitch is secured in place on your project yarn, so it's not going to unravel. And now our waste yarn has been removed. So super fast and easy. The other side, we're going to do the same. We want to close the tube flat, and so we're going to slip stitch it closed, just like how we did the other side. By counting 24 stitches on each side, I marked them with a stitch marker, or you can use a safety pin or a piece of scrap yarn, and then I slip stitch it all the way down, pulling that project yarn through the last loop to secure it. And now this side, since it was just dropped off the project and not secured, you just pull the end yarn and it comes off. So now to make our ear warmer, I'm taking the shorter end of our extra yarn from our project yarn and I'm feeding it through to the bottom. And then the one that has the longer extra yarn at the top, we're going to make 2 little C's and we're going to intertwine them. And I just make sure the part that has the longer piece of working yarn at the top is my first one. And I intertwine them back and forth, so we have 4 layers. Now I take the end of that project working yarn and we are going to stitch through the upper layers of our ends of our tube that we slip stitch closed to lock everything into place and sew it together. And this is going to be the inside of the ear warmer. So that's why I just take the top stitches, and you want to make sure you're going through all 4 layers to secure them in place, because then when we flip it right side out, it's going to then make that twist. So now I'm just sewing down the length of the project, making sure I'm getting all 4 layers as I sew through. And then I will check it to make sure I didn't miss anything. I'll put it right side out just to make sure everything's sewn securely in place. When it is, I'll put it back inside out, and then that other project yarn that we fed through is down at the bottom. I'm going to knot both ends of the project yarn together, and then I'm going to weave in my ends by sewing it back up, both of them together, both of the project ends together, and then I weave it through and then cut off any excess. Once I cut off the excess, we put it right side out and our ear warmer is complete. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have not done so already, please hit that like and follow button, and thank you so much for all the comments and supports of my videos. Happy crafting, everyone.